been a full week since American exchange student Amanda Knox began a 26-year sentence in an Italian prison after being convicted of killing her roommate 2 years ago. Knox spoke out this morning, telling the Associated Press she was scared but hopeful. This as her former boyfriend, convicted along with her, made an emotional statement in her defense. NBC's Mike Taibbi reports.
In a week's time, just a single still photo of Amanda Knox behind bars. Now resigned, her family said after a visit, to an appeals process that could take another year.
She's not down. She said she had her moment, she had her tears, and now she's beyond that. She's ready to focus, and she understands that it's just going to be slightly a little bit longer.
In the meantime, her co-defendant and former boyfriend, Raffaele Sollecito, has spoken out for the first time since he started his 25-year sentence. I was certain the verdict would mean the end of a nightmare, he told an Italian newspaper, but it hasn't. Of his former lover, he said, Amanda is not capable of killing. It's impossible and absurd. She's such a sweet girl. But two judges and a jury of 6 disagreed, despite Knox's last-minute plea that she did not deserve the mask of an assassin. Instead, the jury accepted the prosecution's theory of the crime as described in an animation played in court, that Knox administered the fatal stab wound while Sollecito and a third convicted defendant, Rudy Guidi, restrained the victim, British exchange student Meredith Kircher, who was one of Knox's roommates. Kircher's brother said the family was pleased with the verdict, though only to a point.
It's not a moment of triumph, and as we've said before, at the end of the day, we're all gathered here because, our sister was brutally murdered and taken away from us.
There are wildly different views on the quality of the evidence that led to the guilty verdicts and on whether anti-Americanism might have been a factor. Knox's family says that despite the verdict, the woman dubbed Foxy Knoxy by critical British tabloids retains her faith in the Italian justice system and says her rights have been respected. Italian Parliament member Walter Verini said after a visit to Knox she was in good spirits and hopeful the appeal will sort things out. Until then, the clock will run on Amanda Knox's 26-year sentence. Her appeal not likely to be argued until next September at the earliest. For today, Mike Taibbi, NBC News, London.